Balance of payment simply is an account which records all international transactions. It means the transactions between the domestic country and the all the foreign countries, or you can simply say with the rest of the world. When you have to define the balance of payment, so you will define it as the account which records the all the transactions done by the residents of an economy with rest of the world or the foreign economies, and it is prepared yearly. You can simply understand what it means. It is simply to detect or to record that what incomes and what expenditures has an economy done with the rest of the world. Or you can simply say it is like NFIA, but different from NFIA. It's a broader concept which includes each and everything which any transaction which is done with the foreign economies. Now let's see, as I say that balance of payment is an account. So you know that account always has two sides where you record the payments and the receipts. That is all the payments which my economy, suppose India is doing with Nepal, Sri Lanka, USA or any other country. Those payments and those receipts which I am receiving from the foreign countries will be recorded in the BOP, and the account student can simply understand that it has debit and credit side. Before the coming of this BOP, older concept was used that was known as BOT, that is balance of trade. Balance of trade is an older concept which includes only the trade of the visibles. Visibles means only the goods. It doesn't include any services. It is simply calculated as Vx minus Vm, that is value of exports minus value of imports. Now this can be in positive and negative. Similarly, BOP can also be in positive or negative. Suppose the payments which I have made to the rest of the world are more than the receipt which I have got from the rest of the world, so my BOP will be in negative. We will study about that. That is known as an unfavorable BOP. Now the BOP, like the government budget, has a structure, okay, or it is also divided into two major parts: capital account and current account. So the first part is current account. And second part is capital account. The logic remains the same. Current account will include the transactions which do not affect the balance sheet.